People with diabetes don't have the classic, grab their chest, call 911 chest pain. A lot of them just don't feel right, or they get short of breath is a common one, and it's not always like it is in the movies. And that's why you can just sit at home thinking, oh, this is probably no big deal, and then be having a heart attack at home. The classic signs are chest pain, chest pressure, feels like something's sitting on your chest, shortness of breath, and now sometimes in the beginning these things will happen only once you exert yourself a little bit, but once they get bad enough, they can happen when you're just doing nothing, and that's when most people will come in. But even if you're just doing a little bit of exercise, if you start to get any of those kinds of symptoms, it's good to go get evaluated before your heart attack. The incidence of having these kinds of problems is higher in women postmenopausal. It doesn't mean it can't happen before, so you can't just ignore it, especially people who have family histories or smoke and those other kinds of diagnoses. They've also found that a lot of women, they won't attribute the symptoms to the heart. I'm hoping that this is getting better now that we've recognized it, but they tend to attribute it more to anxiety and other things, which is, an issue on the medical side. It's the reason that a lot of women, when they finally get identified as having heart disease, it's actually more advanced than in men because it gets blown off, or if they say, oh, I'm a woman, it doesn't happen to women, or whatever the reason. And the thing to remember is the number one killer of women is heart disease. In this environment where we have a population of people who aren't necessarily watching their diet and exercising the way that they should, getting educated, community education is really important as far as people paying attention to their diet, ways to eat healthier. Sometimes we have the farmers market here, and sometimes we have instructional things on how you can make certain ethnic foods in a much more healthy way than is traditionally done, so that you can still eat what you want to eat, just maybe in a slightly different way, such that you're eating healthily and not subjecting yourself to all the negatives of that kind of food intake. Exercise is one that is also, in this area, people just need to be more proactive about their own health. Whether it's seeing their doctor or exercising or diet, just like we talked about, those things are really crucial.